Welcome back to the Bridge to Kindness podcast. I'm Ron Smith. It's now time for our EPS Spotlight on today's show. We call it the Good Guys Doing Good segment, and it's brought to you by our good friends at EPS. The Good Guys Doing Good project is part of their mission as a company, and they're sharing that mission with the Bridge to Kindness to be an encouragement to you to make a difference in your community through your work and through your business. With us is Rocky Rodriguez, president of EPS, and his special guest that he has with him today, Carrie Taylor, community outreach coordinator with the Fairfield Area Humane Society. Carrie, how did you get started and work with the Fairfield Area Humane Society?
Our building started as just a few kennels and the front office. That was it. And there was, I think, 3 people that ran it at the time.
Rocky, EPS has a passion to work with local nonprofits. Share with us how EPS got involved with the Humane Society.
We just like to help local nonprofits and local nonprofits that are working in our area, that are making an impact with the people in our area. Our corporate office is in Canal Winchester, which is in Fairfield County. And so we try to focus on, agencies or nonprofit companies that are working in our region.
Corporate Social Responsibility, or CSR. If you haven't heard that term, you should become familiar with it if you're a business. It is how you as a business give back through serving in your community. Rocky, you currently have a project you're working on with the Fairfield Area Humane Society. Tell us more about it.
Last year we did a service day with them, which I think all nonprofits need, right? When you could come in and help for a day.
Yeah.
And then this year we're doing a money drive here with our employees. And then me and Mike are going to match spay and neuter drive to help raise funds for spay and neutering pet and dogs and cats. And then later on in the year, we're also going to be doing a drive for adoptions. So I believe that's going to be in October. And then we'll probably sometime in the end of the year too, we'll probably do another service day. Yeah. I think one of the things that we did before we started any of the stuff that we're doing was we kind of polled our employees. And I think that's a very big thing to get your employees to want to do it, participate was, what do you guys want to do? What are things you care about? And we have a number of employees that care about animals. And a lot of our employees live in Fairfield County or the counties right around it. So it was kind of a no-brainer that if we did anything to do with animals in the area, we would get people to do it. And
what is the impact you've seen with your staff by serving a nonprofit, specifically in this case?
I think it does bring up morale because they really do feel that, like Mike and I as owners and, as a business, that we really do want to impact our community and that we are trying to help people. We literally had a person, not to be named on this, but a person was driving down the street and saw a cat and brought it back to the office because they were like, we got to help this cat. And I, we ended up, we did. I mean, we saved a cat that was on the side of the road. But
awesome.
It's one of those things where it's like, I just think that like a lot of times people don't understand, it doesn't take as much as you think it does, right? Like a lot of times people just, for me, one of the things I told Caitlin when she first took on the position of marketing coordinator was like, this Good Guys Doing Good program is like, it's in my mission statement. It's in our business plan. Like it's something that we're going to budget for. Most of the time it's just time and effort, right? Like we can do these things. And from like I told you, the food collective, or it's just important, and getting the employees input in it is a big part of it because they will drive it for you if they feel like you're doing stuff that helps things they believe in, right? And if we support it as leadership, then they want to do it even more. And I think that's a great thing. My last company I worked for, RMI, they really, did that from the top down. And I think you see that too when you think about pets.
Carrie, what are the different services you provide there at the Humane Society?
We have our adoption center where you can come and meet and greet and take home a new friend. We also have our wellness clinic, which is low cost. So we don't do emergencies, but we do spay, neuter, and your normal shots and laser therapy for your dogs and cats. We do grooming, and we also do boarding, and then we do dog training.
With so many services that you provide, what are some needs that you currently have that you need assistance with?
Most of our needs happen to do around the adoption center. And so I'm one of the humane officers too. along with the community outreach coordinator. So as a humane officer, we pull a lot of animals in. So blankets, cleaning supplies, anything like that to help out with taking care of all the animals.
You have helped so many through what you do. Can you share with us a story of someone who has received your assistance?
I had an older lady that had to go into a nursing home, and she asked us to take her two little dogs in for her because she had no family. And I actually took one of her dogs home with me and fostered it until it found a home. And it stayed with me about 6 months, and it was the sweetest thing ever. So we still share pictures with her, and I go to nursing homes with dogs on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So when I had her dog, I would take her in to see him.
And you enjoy so much what you do. It shows in the people that you work with. It really becomes a major part of your life. How can people get involved with serving at the Humane Society? And you say you welcome people of all ages.
They can either come in and ask for me, and I will ask them what they want to do, or they can fill out an application online for volunteering. And then we got all kinds of stuff. I do all the fundraising, so lots of our stuff is through fundraising. So if you want to work at one of our fundraisers, mine personally is the haunted house that I love the most. It's so much fun, and I get a lot of kids that love to do it.
Rocky, this is a great example of how a business could get involved and support a nonprofit organization. Share with us what type of impact that can have.
I think it's important that other companies out there, as we continue to talk about, for-profit companies helping nonprofit companies and businesses, I think it's important to understand that there's a lot of people out here like the Humane Society that are doing good work in your local communities, and you can partner with them very easily. It doesn't have to, you can do your time, you can donate a bag of dog food or cat food, or little things help, and they start to build, they start to stack. And before you know it, they're able to reach more people and help more people, because situations happen, right? Like the lady had to go into the home. Like you never know, situations happen, and you might think, well, I'll never need the Humane Society, but you might, and there's a lot of people out there. I know this was a hot one for us here at EPS. We have a lot of pet lovers. I'm a dog guy, but I think like we can all remember a story when we were kids about, a pet that we had in our family or something that meant something to us. And, we would hate for something to happen to that pet. And I think that this is just a good opportunity for those out there in the local area of Columbus or Southeast Columbus area to, reach out and help somebody, I just think it's important. So I appreciate what Carrie and her team are doing. And we're excited to keep building a relationship with them and helping them. And then we're also hopefully can help encourage some of the other local businesses. It doesn't take as much as you think it does.
Carrie, you have a special thank you for those that donate to help your organization.
We just appreciate anybody that comes and helps or does anything for us, because a little bit does go a long way. One bag of food can feed, multiple dogs or cats, or it can help somebody that needs food that can't afford it. So anything helps.
Thanks, Rocky and Carrie. It's wonderful to hear collaboration can help so many. For more information on Fairfield Area Humane Society, go to www.thebridgetokindness.com, click on our Nonprofit Partners tab, select the Fairfield Area Humane Society logo to learn more on how you can connect with Carrie and start your path to making an impact. That brings to a close this edition of the Bridge to Kindness podcast. This podcast is made possible through the generosity of Signature Carpet Care, Expressions Floral Design, Lindsay Honda, and EPS.